Okay, I'm going to quickly run through the exercises we did in the knee class. We start off by sitting on something, and the easy thing is to just move your knees in any direction. You can do circles, you can do back and forth, you can do side to side, you can do like walking things. The main thing is to keep the knees nice and fluid. Now you can improve this by putting weights on your ankles. Get the ankle weights you tie with Velcro. Now a variation on this is you can then raise one foot, just going up and down, and do it nice and slowly. I'm doing it a bit faster than perhaps one should. And you can feel, especially the quads at the front, this really works the quads. You're just bringing up the leg up into a straight position, or as straight as you can get. And another variation is you twist the foot outwards and do the same thing. So obviously there's a slightly different configuration of musculature being exercised. Do the other side. I shall balance the universe for a moment. Then of course you can go with the foot pointing inwards, and again then you can start feeling this quad on the outside a bit more. Okay, so that's those. I use this a lot, just moving my knees. I would sit for 15 minutes in the morning listening to a podcast, just doing this. And of course what it does is it really opens up the knee joint. Okay, next one, which I found really useful, was the swinging the leg. And this, I mean, you should do this a lot every day. If you've got a bad knee or bad knees, I've got Bill Bryson's Made in America here, which is quite thick. But yeah, it's just stand on something. Also, make sure that you can support yourself. Stand next to a wall or a piece of furniture. Don't try and balance doing this, you won't. And I do 100, 2, 3, 4, either side, 6, and then you just change feet and you do the same direction or turn around, whatever floats your boat. Back and forth. Now, when my knee was bad, I was doing that 3, 4, 5 times a day. Nowadays, I just do one in the morning, but that I highly recommend. Okay, I do recommend that you have some kind of aim. If you can't get down into a squat at all, is to just start working on it. Do it slowly, do it with some kind of support, because basically if you're not used to it, all these muscles and tendons and ligaments, they're all kind of screaming. But I guarantee you that with time you'll be able to do it. And of course, you know, if you do get right down, you need to get yourself up again. I used to have to get myself up. Now I can just go down and up, no problem at all. But that's because I've worked at it. So that's another good one, to actually have some kind of, because obviously if you feel your muscles when you go down, it's actually working just about everything. Okay, so let's stay with that kind of thing. Yes. Okay, the squat. Then the other thing you can do, now this is great because you can do it in any chair. You can do it in an armchair, you can do it in your sofa. It's just when you're sitting down, pull the knee into your chest and then let it go out a bit and straighten it and back. Now all of these I recommend as an aim do about 10 repetitions of all the ones I've shown you so far, except that, you know, the first one we're just winding around. Obviously that one you can do for ages. And obviously do the other side, into your chest, then up straight. I'll turn around a bit so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and then up straight. And if you feel, you can feel everything. It's hamstrings, the hamstrings and the quads are both being exercised. So that's a really good one. Now another one is if you had a chair, you can put one foot up on it, have the other leg straight at the back, and just really come down and press. So you're pressing the knee into the chest and this leg is straight. And again, this is really good for all these hamstrings and getting this really stretched here. Then you can do the other side. It's not just about strength, it's all about flexibility too, and actually getting things stretched again. Because that's one of the problems when we get older and we tend to sort of sit around. Rest is rust, remember, and motion is lotion. Okay, so what's next? We've done those, we've done yours, yep, that's great. Done that. Yeah, the thing that I showed you, I've never actually done this with a spoon. You put some kind of lotion on your knee, If I were doing it now, I would use coconut uh, oil. And then you just, with a spoon, get a bit closer so you can see. With a spoon, you're just very gently pulling away from the knee. And what this does is if you've got very gritty, grainy knees and they hurt a lot, this will actually start to even things out. He says in the video that you can do it until you can see a redness, because obviously there's a lot of blood going there because you're pressing. He said this is good because the blood will help take away all the toxins and what have you. So anyway, I've never done it myself, but I think it's worth a try. And he also said you can do it down the sides and down the front. Okay, so we've done all that. Oh yes, another one. I'm showing you all these ones first because they're all ones that you can do without having to lie down, you know, as you're going about your day. And this one is a particularly good one and much loved by my friend Ross, the osteopath. And what you do is you go back against the wall with your back straight and even leaning the head into the wall. Feet are about 2 feet out from the wall, and you just go down, ideally, into a 90-degree position. So the bottom half of the legs are straight, and this is a horizontal, so you've got a 90-degree angle. You're supposed to hold it for about 10, and this is a real quad one. And then, of course, you can just slide up and go down for another. So again, all of these. Now, another thing I recommend is that when you start doing this, remember, don't do a whole bunch of exercises, make your muscles sore, and then try and do them again the next day. If you make your muscles sore, let them heal. You know, give them 1, 2, whatever, how many days until they start feeling normal again, and then you start. And if you made them sore, you did too much. Do less, but do it consistently. Is the message. Okay, so that's those. And then the other ones lying down, and you need a towel for this. Here's my towel. And this one is the quads. It's called the quads over roll. And you put a roll of a towel or whatever, something thick, and then you straighten the leg and you lift it up, and then you push down with a straight leg. And again, this is really good for the quads. If you feel your quads doing this, straight leg pushing down, hold it for about a count of 10. And again, like most of these things, you're working up to 10 reps, but don't overdo it. I mean, if you've had enough at 3 or 4, then that's enough. It's fine. You don't really want to have sore muscles for 2 days, 3 days, and not be able to do anything. So do a little bit. Start off, start small. Think, there's a nice phrase I like, yeah, dream big. Dream big. I can't remember now. Anyway, so the other side and press down. Okay. There's one lying down, which is actually I won't show you this. It's the same thing as being in a chair where you pull back and then go straight leg. But you can do. I think it's better to do that in a chair because I find having to lie down. It's best if you lie down on something firm rather than the bed. You can do these things in the bed, but firm is better. Okay, so the last one of all these is it's a hamstring exercise. And it's good for the glutes too. And what you do is you lay down, you bring your knees back, hands and arms flat on the couch, and then you just lift up from here. So it's also very good for the abdominals as well. And then you come down, and when you go up, you hold it for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come down again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can kind of feel. It's good to have a feel around and see what muscles are being engaged as you do this. Okay, so I think that's everything. I had a feeling I'd left one out, but I can't think what it is. But that's more than enough. And just like I said, choose 1 or 2, maybe 3, which are easy for you to do, and you can do during the day. And don't give up. I mean, this is a long haul, knees. I mean, my meniscus took a year to get better. It was over a year before I could sit cross-legged comfortably. So you just have to keep going at it. But I guarantee you that it is all fixable. It's just a matter of motion and one day at a time, sweet Jesus. A few minutes every day is a really good thing. And even if you're only doing 10 minutes through the day, I mean that's a huge amount. And yeah, motion is lotion. I'll shut up now and get on with it.